I've been a fan of Matt Stonie for many years. He's probably one of the very first YouTubers I ever really got into and have consistently watched over the last decade or so. He's easily one of the most impressive competitive eaters, world record holders ever. A lot of his stuff, you can feel the pain in his videos when he does some eating challenges. But I really also wanted to talk about how much I appreciate his energy on camera and how much I love him as a YouTube creator. He is kind of the ideal candidate for how I think most YouTube creators should be and how most people should conduct themselves and present themselves. They could definitely take a huge lesson from this guy and something I'm trying to implement in my own work and in my own videos. First off, this dude is just very good at what he does. Matt Stonie is an incredible eater. Of course, like Joey Chestnut and certain people like are have that little bit of that edge on him, but Matt Stonie's he's like a top 5 in the world. Like he is just absolutely impressive with what he's done. I think his size is really what makes people even more impressed. Jeff Esper and Joey Chestnut, a lot of these guys are literally like 200 pounds of muscle and like tall and shit. Matt Stonie's like my height, I think like a 5'8" or around 5'7" or 5'8". Around my weight too. He's like maybe 160, 170 or however much he weighs. But that's super impressive that he's a smaller, slimmer guy and can do what he does. Eats 25 Big Macs in one sitting, or does a Super Bowl challenge where he eats like 20,000 calories of food in one go. It's absolutely insane. You can literally feel his stomach just wanting to burst like a pimple. You know, like you can feel his the intensity of it, I think. And he doesn't, you know, he doesn't shy away from that, that's for sure. So it's insane to see that. Obviously that's super impressive. I think the one thing I want to talk about though too is that he's just kind of like normal. He's just himself. Besides the, you know, paid promos that he does, everyone's got to make a buck. That's totally understandable. This is YouTube. You know, you make whatever you make off of watch hours, and then, you know, you gotta make your money somewhere else. But besides his, you know, sponsored bits in the videos, he doesn't really try to sell anything. He's not like making his own. I mean, he does have his own products and stuff, but he's not like shoving it in everyone's face. He's not going full Mr. Beast or Logan Paul and all those guys with like Lunchley and shit. He's not abrasive with it, and that's such an admirable thing. He's just kind of doing his thing. If you want to watch and you want to tune in, then you tune in and watch. Like there's no gotcha to it. There's no bullshit with it, and that's what I sincerely appreciate about him in that way. He's just he seems like such a nice dude and seems like such a just normal person. You know, it's like it's such a rare thing with anybody in the YouTube world or in the world of, you know, mild to major fame. That's a very rare thing to keep yourself in that and being sure of who you are. You can tell that Matt Stonie just really knows who he is and doesn't really, you know, even when he like fails challenges, when he doesn't like do, it's like, I don't even care. I'm just happy that you're going out of your way to make videos still after what you put your body through. Like it's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. And I love that shit. I love how much he really likes you could tell he likes what he does and he's having fun. I really love I love how much he features Morgan, his brother. I absolutely fucking love that family. I just love like seeing their casual energy, the casual nature of these videos, despite him eating so many calories and practically killing himself, I guess, on camera. You know, despite that, it's got this nice nonchalant casual, like they're just throwing the camera on and shooting a video, and there's nothing else to that. Like it's so perfect in what it is, and it's the most beautiful part of why I love YouTube. It's the most amazing breath of fresh air that I think we all need, because YouTubers just aren't like that usually, or a lot of people in general nowadays are just pushing that product, pushing that image, and he's just kind of like doing his thing. That's such a wonderful thing to see. I really appreciate seeing what it is, you know. I think I actually ran into Morgan Stonie when I'm assuming it was him. I really think it was. I never actually said anything to him, but I was in Amsterdam with my girlfriend, and we were tripping on magic truffles, like the shrooms that they have in Amsterdam, and we took them in the hotel room and we left. And as we were walking around, obviously this is my first experience tripping on anything. It was my first go at that. So we're walking around, and at first I see him, and with him I assume was his girlfriend as well, and as soon as I caught a glimpse of him, I was just like, that guy looks a lot like Matt Stonie. And then I did a double take, and I was just like, is that Morgan? And then he literally like made eye contact with me and like smiled, and I'm assuming that was him. I was fucking tripping, so I don't know if it even was him, but I'm pretty sure it was, because it looked exactly like Matt, and he had like longer hair, and just the way he smiled, I was pretty positive that it was him. After watching this clip back, I had to do some research and see if that was actually him or not. So I went on his Instagram page and found a video where he posted about his travels in Europe, and he was in Amsterdam around the time that we were in Amsterdam. That was 100% him. Because he saw me do a double take of him, just like, wait, is that you? You know, and any any stranger, any random person would just be like, you know, the fuck? But he like looked at me and smiled and kind of just, you know, in the most humble way, just kind of like kept on walking and just, you know, whatever, just did his, it wasn't just like, oh, hey, you know, yes, I'm Morgan. So like, he doesn't give a shit, you know, like, as far as it felt like he was just kind of like appreciating that moment of me recognizing him. If it was him, Morgan Stonie, if you ever end up seeing this, I really think you and Matt are pretty awesome. These dudes Matt and Morgan Stonie just seem like cool dudes to chill with. Like, it would be funny, it would be amazing just to be in the room when they shoot a video, and I would just like shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Like, I wouldn't give a shit at all about, you know, I wouldn't have to be involved. I wouldn't have to like be a part of a video. I would just love to witness it. I would love to witness just that nature of it, and that'd be pretty incredible to see that. So yeah, Matt Stonie and his brother and that whole family, that whole group of people, they're just awesome people. You can just tell. I love seeing that. I think we all love seeing, not even authenticity, but we love seeing people that are relatable. I'm a big fan of Moist Critical as well, because he just feels like an old friend I might have had in like middle school or high school or something like that. And people love that. I think that's the most wonderful thing about YouTube, is that there's this way of kind of connecting to each other on not only like in a friendship way, but seeing people just being people is my favorite thing about YouTube, my favorite thing about all of this shit. The one thing that always is a bit of a redemption with the internet for me is seeing people just living and just doing whatever they feel like and enjoying it. And I want to see more of that. I think more people should be like Matt Stonie, and I think more YouTubers could you know, take a lesson from that, or learn something from how, like, why is Matt Stonie so beloved? Why does he have such a large fan base, and why has he consistently had this? It's because we fucking love the person that he is. It's not just that he's super talented. It's that we love the energy that he has with his family, and we love the extreme nature of the videos. Obviously, we love how extreme it is and how crazy it is. And the videos are really well edited and really well put together. The videos, what I should point out, what I really love about the videos is that it feels like people that aren't filmmakers making something. It's nice to see something that's not such a heavily edited, perfectly, like trying to be such a perfect movie or perfect TV show. They throw little goofy edits in there, little weird like moments in there, like slow motion, or just little jokes. And I love that, because you see that it still has that vibe of yes, we're just some people making a video. It's not such a high production, high quality approach. And yeah, I think it's fucking awesome. I really love seeing that, and I am only trying to find more YouTubers like that, because it's such a saving grace in all of this. But yeah, check out Matt Stonie if you haven't been living under a rock, or if you have been living under a rock, I mean, and you haven't seen his stuff, check it out.